Painting at home with a file in hand, blinging up tipsy, got the sleuthing planned. Nails by Misty, I craft and I slay, with true crime tales while we polish all day. Charms, chrome killers and glue, DIY nails with a crime-loving crew.
First, but that's pretty. Okay, so last coat of this pink. And then what we're gonna do is we'll put our top coat on. After we cure this, we'll put that top coat down, cure the top coat, and then we will put our chrome on and paint our design down. Oh gosh. I know some people are not fans of syrups, but I effing love them. I really do. I love the look of that slight transparentness to it. I just freaking love that. Okay, so let's do our next coat on this one. That is a very, very pretty peach. Like I said, I wasn't sure about it initially, but what I've been trying to do is grab colors I wouldn't normally gravitate towards, right? I gravitate towards all of the purples and pinks and stuff. And I did grab a pink, but this peach is not a color I would normally gravitate towards. And I think it's going to be really pretty with the chromes that we picked out. Now, I have two different chromes and I'm not quite sure which ones we're going to use. So I've got this bright red, which is just like, whew. I think that over the peach would be so pretty. The combination of those together I think would be pretty. And then we've got this really pretty silver holographic. And this one's hollow. You can see, I don't know if you'll be able to tell. But it's a real pretty silver hollow. So I'm thinking of doing the silver hollow over the pink and the red over the peach. But I might try to ombre the pink nail. We shall see. We shall see. Okay, so once that comes out of the lamp, it is now done. Look at how pretty that is. We're going to give it a top coat, like I said. And then we're going to cure this top coat. And then we will put the chrome on top of that. Try to get that as smooth as possible. Let's get our peach one out. Like I said, I'm not normally a peach gal, but I just think that's a really pretty shade of peach. And I think it's going to look really nice with the red. Really good with it. Trying to make sure I have a nice, smooth coat. Because it will definitely, the chrome will show that if you have the chrome in that area of the nail. I am going to be starting a couple of different things on the channel. One of the things we're going to start doing is a little bit more of our true crime that we all love. And then we're also going to start doing our AI challenge. So the AI challenge for me is I find a bunch of sets of nails on Pinterest that are designed by AI and then try to recreate those. So I am going to be starting that soon. I have a few sets that I have saved that I thought have been very, very cute. Okay, so let's feel, oh, it's nice and smooth. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a buff. I like to do this with anything that is like, I'm gonna put chrome on top of to make sure it is a very, very smooth surface. So I'm just giving it a little bit of a buff. We'll wipe it down. We'll put that top coat on that we're gonna put on for probably about 15, 20 seconds of curing, and then we'll put our chrome on. So just want to make sure we have no imperfections in the nail. So like I'm just literally going up and down buffing. Okay, we are going to take one of our wipes and wipe it all down. And we're going to give it that top coat. So this is the top coat that we're going to put in for 15 seconds. Then we will go ahead and put that chrome on. And like I said, I think we're going to do the silver on this one. Just think it'll be interesting. And normally, okay, if I need to stop saying like I said, normally I will use a cream polish or something like this. So we're going to put that in, then take the other one and just set it to the side so we don't forget about it. And again, we're just going to do about 15 seconds on this. All right, so we have our nail. We are going to grab our little pin here and start chroming it. And it is definitely gonna need, so the chrome in this is in the caps. So you just put the pin back in, twist it around a little bit, and voila, you have chrome. Okay, so we are going to paint a design using our clear top coat for this, right? So I'm going to go ahead and get out a liner brush. And I think I'm going to use my Crazy Top Standard for this. And I just want to kind of make some interesting shapes. Nothing like too, what's the word? I'm like too perfect. These are just supposed to be kind of like blobby looking shapes on this nail. So wherever you put the top coat and whatever shape that top coat is what that shape's going to look like when we wipe this off, right? So what I'm trying to do now is just kind of make it a little bit more interesting instead of just like a blob. Trying to give the blob a little bit of interesting shape. So that when we wipe it off, it's just a little bit more interesting. Everywhere we put a blob, the silver will stay. So that one we're going to leave like a little hole in the middle. And we'll do some more over here. And fill that one in. So some of them are going to be filled in and some of them won't. It's just whatever you want to do, honestly. Whatever shape you want to do it. Like I said, these are just going to be blobs. No rhyme or reason to them. I'm just kind of putting some blobs down. I think this would be an interesting way to do an animal print. You could do an animal print with chrome this way. And it's also going to give it a 3D texture because of the top coat. Just random blobs and squiggles. That's what we have. Nothing too difficult to do. Just some random swirly blobs. This one might be a little thick here, so we're going to take some of that top coat off. This one as well, I think. And then I think I'm just going to kind of do a little through there. This one has a little extra polish that we do not need, so we're going to take that off. Okay. All right, and then one more. I feel like we need one more little or something here. Okay, let's take a little bit. I want to take a little bit of this extra polish off right there. That felt like it was a little thick. Didn't need to be quite so thick. All right, we're gonna hold it upside down because I'm trying to get it to come away from the sidewalls and come towards the middle of the nail more, which it's doing. Okay, I think that's gonna be weird as hell looking. I feel like it's slightly alienish looking. Okay, so I just moved a little bit around on some of these blobs, upside down one more time, especially like right here. It definitely feels a little thick there. Okay, we're gonna put that in for 90 seconds. I want it to cure all the way fully. Let me grab my brush stand really quickly. So we can put our brush on it. Face it away from the lamp. We're gonna put a coat of this on. So that one with the pink and the silver was just a bunch of random blobs. This one we're gonna try to do a little differently. I wanna try to do like maybe some striped patterns possibly on it with the red. Okay. All right, so we're gonna put that in again, about 15 seconds. Then we'll take it out and we will use the red chrome on this one. So let's put our lid back on our silver chrome, shall we? And I know I should have gloves on. I'll be honest, with the spiky nails, it's a pain sometimes. Okay. I know. Do as I say, not as I do type thing. All right, we're gonna go over this with that red. Making sure to get it all nice and coated, the whole nail. Go back in for a little bit more. That's not the lid. That would have been funny trying to do that. Yeah, it would not have worked, obviously. Okay, so completely out of frame. I apologize. The hell, I need to pay better attention to that. Now this nail I didn't buff first, and there is a couple of little imperfections in it, but we will make sure that we wipe the chrome off of those areas. Okay. And my dog has decided he wants to be an asshole. We had a Discord group call type thing with the lip smacking nails group that I am a part of this morning. And when the mail carrier came by, can I tell you, my dog made an ass of himself on camera. So that was a lot of fun. All right, so, I just noticed. So one of the things, though, I will say, make sure when you're doing this, you're looking at it nice and close and everything is covered. Like there was a spot there that was and like up here, I don't know what I was doing. I missed it completely. Okay. Alrighty, so now that we've done that, I'm just gonna rub it in really good with my finger, make sure it's on there really well. Okay, we are going to draw like wavy pattern on this nail. We're just gonna start down here and kind of do some funky stripes and waves on it. So this one I feel like has got a lot more polish, so we will bring that sucker all the way over to the edge. I'm making them thicker on one side than the other on purpose, and then we're going to come back the other way and from the other side and add some that way as well. But they will be, the thicker end of the zigzag will be on the other side of the nail. And this is all just very random type shapes. So now we're going back the other side. And making it nice and thick on that side, bringing it thinner across. This is going to be a very textured nail with this polish on it, which I think will be fun. Some people are not fans of the texture, right? They want their nails to be perfectly smooth. Don't get me wrong. As we know, I'm a big fan of my shine line. making sure the nail is nice and smooth if that's what you want. But this nail, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for something a little different. And that one got a little away from me. Figures it's the last one. And I think we'll do one more down here. Okay. I think I want to... Oh, I missed I missed one. There's supposed to be one right there. I was wondering, I'm like, something looks slightly off. Okay. We are going to put that in 90 seconds. We're going to take our other one out that we did all the crazy blobs on. And we'll close our crazy top. Let's get one of these and let's see what we get, shall we? So we have all of this crazy silver on there. And now what we can do, and what I think I would definitely want to do is I want to encapsulate this all. So we're going to encapsulate that nail so that it's super smooth. And I think to encapsulate it, we are going to probably use this one here. Let me grab a good brush. Let's take this one out and wipe it down as well and see what it looks like. Are we ready? It's so fun and so effective, this and it's so easy to do. I mean, did you see how easy that was? It was not difficult at all. It's just a fun, effective way to do something different on your nail. Now this nail has a lot of texture to it. We are still going to top coat this. Probably, that one actually, this one we may not top coat. We may leave this one alone. This one though, I want to try to encapsulate it and see what it'll look like. So we're gonna just do it with clear top coat though. So I'm going to put a nice generous base of this top coat on first before we float it down and add more. But I think that is going to be really cool seeing this all encapsulated. I've been playing with the location of my camera, and it is much closer to the tabletop than it used to be. And in that, it has also caused me, when I zoom in, to not realize I'm out of frame. Places where I used to be in frame, I am not any longer because I'm so zoomed in. So we're going to zoom out a little bit so that I don't have such issues. Should have done it before, but I just didn't think about it. I'm holding this upside down so that everything kind of comes to the middle. Grab this way so I can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna let it level out a little bit. Okay, we're gonna let that cure for 90 seconds. We're gonna give it a buff and put another one on there so it looks much more encapsulated, but I am seriously grooving on that nail. That is just, it's fun and easy. I mean, look at how easy was that? Come on. You could, depending on the pattern and the design, and these are just squigglies. They kind of, to be honest with you, they kind of, some of them sort of look like little sperms. But so simple to do, right? It doesn't take a lot of work and effort. 1 second, I need to like this video. Nana Ann just showing us. One of the things that would be super helpful for me is if you could like the videos. It lets YouTube know that people found my video enjoyable, and then it will push it out to more people. So I would greatly, greatly appreciate it if you could give this video a like. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna put another coat on. Oh, I forgot I was gonna buff it first. Duh. I'm gonna buff this over the trash can though, so it doesn't get anywhere near our polishes. This is fun. Doing something that is this simple is always, not only it's simple, but it's effective. I mean, it's dramatic. Depending on what you could do little flowers, little hearts, I mean, anything you want to do in the chrome, and it's going to give you a much more dramatic look, right? So we're gonna just float a little bit of our color right there. Our clear. And I'm gonna hold it upside down now. Again, no rhyme or reason as to one time I'll do it and one time I don't. My brain just works that way sometimes, so deal with it, people. Okay, so here's our first nail. Oh my gosh. I just think that's so fun. I love this. This could be so cool with all different colors of chromes. You can like put little different kinds of, back up, different shades of chrome all over the nail, right? And then put your design on, and when you rub or clean that chrome off with the alcohol, that would be pretty. We'll have to make a set of nails like that. I think that would be fun. All right, let's clean up this nail, the end of this nail real quick. Then we are going to give it a nice top coat and be done. Now this top coat is that thinner top coat. And I'm just going to make sure we give it a nice even coat. Try to make sure I get those sidewalls. I am famous for missing my sidewalls. It's so annoying. I'll even be like, okay, make sure you don't miss the sidewall, and think I haven't missed the sidewall. And then look down and I'm like, God damn it. It looks like orange peel on the sidewall because I missed a spot. We have that one. I think it turned out quite nice. Let's zoom in now that we're done. Okay. We have that lovely nail with all that pretty red chrome on it. I made these two in another video that will be coming out, but look at how pretty they are. This is my new stand from Tamra, Devil Wears Press-Ons. How cute is it? Oh, love it so much. So much. I just got it, gosh, I think it was Wednesday, and oh my Lord, I am over the moon happy with it. It is so freaking pretty. Alrighty, are we ready? Here she is. Here is our pink and silver nail. That is just, it very much reminds me of when you kind of use some of your, ooh, that's alcohol from the back. When you use your flake or your chrome sheets and use it that way. Love how these are turning out. So these are some of our lovely practice nails that we have been working on. Fun. Alrighty, thank you for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I know we are all busy these days, and anytime that you decide to take a little time to hang out and watch my videos, I am eternally grateful. With that, I would like to wish you all peace, love, and joy. Have an amazing rest of your weekend if you're watching this on the weekend. And I will talk with you soon. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love y'all. Bye.
Fixing colors, designs on the go. In in a world where mysteries glow. Nails by Miss T.